Well, I'm continuing to teach at Duquesne University. I've been here since 1969, and I've been a full-time since 1972. And I've seen many different types of students over the years, and this is a very exciting year for me personally, for many reasons. One is, of course, our great regional convention, which is coming up the end of June, and also the fact that we're getting this new organ to Duquesne, and it's going to arrive next month by Dan Jekyll. And this is a dream that I've had ever since, 2001, when I played one of his organs in Portland, Oregon, and I fell in love with his style of building. And so it's a great dream come true that we got the money from an anonymous donor for this organ, and Father French. It was because of his great insight that he decided that we should use that money that he got. It was unrestricted funds, and he said, well, we should use it for the organ. So it's a great gift to us to be able to use it, and for the ministry in the chapel. Well, it's a really interesting story, which I don't mind telling you. I started taking piano lessons when I was 6 years old, and I loved the piano. And then I was in the, was called the Triangle Girls, which was a division of the Masons. And they asked me to play for an installation of the D-Belay. And so I thought, well, maybe I should take a few organ lessons because I don't know how to play the organ. And so Paul Seifler was the organist at our church, organist director, and so I started to study with him, and then I was hooked, immediately hooked. So I started to take lessons, and I just continued, and that's how I got into becoming an organist. And you know, I found out why I had to be an organist, because there was one summer I went to a camp and I couldn't play the organ for 2 weeks, and I missed it so much that I knew that I had to go back to it. Looking ahead, well, I think it's very promising, the future, because finally we have the instruments that we've always wanted to have and never did have. And we have really good faculty. We're about to hire a new director of choral activities, which is wonderful. We're going to have a new director of liturgy in the chapel. So it's just like a brand new chapter to be starting at Duquesne. And in some ways I feel like a junior faculty member, although I'm not. But I feel that way because I feel that there are a lot of things which I haven't done yet that I want to do. Oh, I think it's going to be a wonderful convention. We're going to have the Saturday night before the convention, we're going to have the dedication recital of the new organ in the chapel, which I will play. And then we have the Quimby competition during the day. And then there's so many wonderful events during the convention. There'll be I'll be giving 2 workshops at the convention, one on the music of Jean Monglais, who was my teacher, and also on the AGO certification, which, as you know, is a very important part of our program, that it is a degree requirement. We're one of the few schools that, for which that is a requirement. At the same time, almost, the Church Music Association of America is coming, and we're having their colloquium right after the convention, and almost at the same time, well, actually, the end of that week is called the Chant Intensive. We'll be offering studies in Gregorian chant every day, and a very famous director from the Netherlands, Wilco Brothers, is coming to teach that course, and I'll be giving sessions on the organ during that. And then the next week is the colloquium. So it's an exciting summer.